In Maryland's 8th Congressional District, we've got a barn burner for you guys. It is one of the most interesting primary races in the whole country. In fact, it's the primary race that is the most expensive in the entire country. It's going to get decided on Tuesday, April 26th. So, you know, the presidential contests get all the attention. Donald Trump versus Cruz, Sanders versus Clinton. But there are very important races throughout the country as well. And this is among the most important. That's why I bring it to your attention. So there are a couple of different people running, and they've all raised a lot of money. That's why it's the most expensive race. Jamie Raskin is the person billing himself as the most progressive person in the race, and we'll tell you whether that's true in a second, has raised $806,000 and spent it. Now, he's actually raised more than that, but this is just bottom line of what they've spent so far. Wow, that's a lot of money, right? Well, he's running against Kathleen Matthews, who is a former executive and some say lobbyist of Marriott. Some say that because it's true. How much has she raised? Oh, $1.7 million. That's a lot more. Okay, but we're not done yet. And then there's David Trone, who's a business person, and he's decided to jump in the race. You know how much he spent so far? $9 million. So this race is absurd. This is just for a simple congressional district, right? To give you a sense and context for how much that $9 million buys you in one congressional district, the Trone campaign is making what is known in TV ad lingo as a 600-point buy. The aim is to ensure that 80% of adult viewers see an ad 7 times or more. Now, you want to know why you're sick of political ads? Because of that. So their intent is for 80% of you, if you live in that district, to see the ad an unbelievable 7 times. Oh, I am great, blah, 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 vote for me. I have more money than the other guys. That's why I bought all these ads. It's very persuasive. Okay. Now, Kathleen Matthews has never served, but Jamie Raskin's a person who worked in the Maryland state legislature. He's got a deep history. Almost all the politicians in Maryland and representatives have supported Jamie Raskin because they say, man, he's gotten a lot done, and I'll show you the bills that he did get passed in a second. Kathleen Matthews worked on television. She was a news anchor, and she also worked for Marriott. So where's she getting all this money from? Is there enthusiasm in Maryland for her? Well, let's find out. An examination of Matthews' latest filing does indicate that she is continuing to benefit from an extensive network outside of the 8th District in official Washington, as well as several major metropolitan centers on both coasts. That's interesting. Now you might be wondering, why is that the case? Why are all these people supporting her? For example, Senator Barbara Boxer and Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill. Barbara Boxer's from California. So California, Missouri, and Emily's list. But wait a minute, all the progressive groups in Maryland are on Raskin's side. Why is this national group with a lot of funding on Kathleen Matthews' side? Oh, Kathleen Matthews' husband is Chris Matthews on MSNBC. Lots of friends from lots of years, right? Plus, she was a lobbyist, so more friends for many more years. So the lobbyist has gotten more money than the progressive. Very surprising. Okay. Now, Trone, as I said, is far outpacing them in spending. It isn't working so far. From the latest polls, it appears it's a very close race, but that Raskin is slightly ahead. Now, it'll get decided in Tuesday, right? So is it true that Raskin is really the most progressive? Well, almost all the major progressive groups that have not funneled Hillary Clinton money through them have backed Raskin. I don't know if anything about whether he's Clinton or Sanders. I don't think he's gotten involved in that stuff. But he is from the Elizabeth Warren wing of the party. No question about that. PCCC, that's the most progressive group backing Jamie Raskin. Democracy for America backing Jamie Raskin. Larry Lessig's May Day. Now that's very relevant because Raskin's top issue is getting money out of politics. Okay, so, and that's why I think if you're looking for people who are going to make change, who are going to be in the United States Congress, well, picking the most progressive one and the one that has actually proposed legislation and fought to get money out of politics might be a sensible choice. Or you can go with the former lobbyist or the incredibly rich guy. Your call. This is, by the way, a Democratic primary. So Democrats, if you'd like to go for, no, I don't, the guy trying to get money out of politics and fought for all these progressive issues. No, I'm going to go with a really rich person. Okay, your call. But it's my job here to tell you what the reality is. To give you a sense of Raskin, he's fought against the religious right. I love this quote of his. He said, "People place their hand on the Bible and swear to uphold the Constitution. They don't put their hand on the Constitution and swear to uphold the Bible." Damn. So here are some of the bills he's gotten passed in Maryland. The Green Maryland Act, obviously environmental, ban assault weapons in Maryland, ban the death penalty in Maryland, marriage equality, and equal pay for women. That covers almost all of your progressive issues. Now, wait, how about getting money out of politics? He literally wrote the book on it. He wrote a book called Overruling Democracy, the Supreme Court versus the American People, where he explained how the Supreme Court has mangled the First Amendment, that it's not the correct interpretation to say that money is speech and that unlimited money could be poured in to buy our politicians or to influence our politicians. And of course, that's not free and fair elections, and he fights for free and fair elections. If you'd like to fight with him, JamieRaskin.com. Obviously, I'm sure they need volunteers, whatever else that they might need to make sure that election primary goes the right way in Maryland. So if it seems like I'm on Jamie Raskin's side, that's because I am. Is that because somebody paid me to do that? No. Is that because I'm biased? No. It's because I'm a progressive, and I want to desperately get money out of politics. So in a race where one guy has a proven track record, super progressive, and is, by the way, doing great in the polling, has a good chance of winning, and really, really wants to fight, and I've seen him fight to get money out of politics. Another one's a former lobbyist and a millionaire who just like to buy the seat. That's not a tough call. Not a tough call.